Good morning and welcome to Friday, the 5th of August. It's a cool, cloudy morning today. Yeah, we had a little bit of rain yesterday, not enough to do anything but dirty up your windows, and supposed to have more of a chance of it today. So, many of us that work the land in southern Idaho are really going to appreciate the rain today and tomorrow from the sounds of it. However, those of us with wheat that's still out in the field, it's going to raise the moisture content probably too high to thrash the stuff. Not too far from Nelson Creek Farm is another place that is a pork producing farm. Not too far from here, about 2 miles as the road goes. And I was talking to the property owner today while I was having lunch, and he told me, he said, "Dave, did you know that all pigs know one karate move?" I think about that one for a minute. I said, "No, they know one karate move? What is it?" And he looked at me and he said, "Really? Seriously, you don't know?" And I said, "No, I didn't even know they knew karate." And he goes, "Yeah, they can do one move." And I said, "Well, what is it?" "Pork chops," he says. Ha 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 ha. What I'm up to today is I've been to town and I got that flared fitting that goes on that flared end of the pipe. Has a little raised bump in there to fit up against that side. Plus, it's the right size here to fit on the sediment bulb. So first thing I'm going to do is screw that little brass fitting into the sediment bulb. A little gasket glue on here. Just some Permatex form a gasket. What is it? Yeah, Permatex form a gasket. So we'll get this thing screwed on here good and tight. Something actually about like that. I figured it would have gone in further and tighter, but oh well, that's in there. Okay, now to put some more of this on the part that goes up into the fuel tank. I appreciate all the new subscribers I got off of that last video I just did. Yes, I do look at your comments and whatnot, and I appreciate the warnings and the "hey, be carefuls" and that, but quite honestly, that guy has coming to him whatever he has coming to him. That was the dumbest move I have seen in a long time, is starting a fire on a day when you're having a storm and higher winds than what we're experiencing today, and I got another storm coming. So now that I'm home from the in-town job, I'm trying to get this put back together so we can use Stinky on other projects. That went underneath that spark plug wire loom thing, I think. Had Stinky apart for so long now I don't really remember. I know that screws in there, why isn't it? Okay, well, we're going to go across around on the other side and see about hooking it up over there to maybe give this side some registration on where it's supposed to be. And I know that goes together as I put it together before a couple of times. Okay, well, that'll at least get us registered up on the other side there to see where this line hooks onto the sediment bulb over yonder. Yeah, we'll get that screwed in there and tightened up. All right, there's that little nut tight, and now we're ready to go on over to the other side. Make sure this fitting here is tight into that brass fitting on the carburetor. Again, I got Permatex forma gasket on it. Like I said, don't know if that's right or wrong, but I've never had any leaks, so there's that. So that's done. Let's put a little gas in the old thing and see what she does. There's not much gas in this can. This is what I took out of this tank via draining it through the fuel line. That's why I had the fuel line apart. But we're going to put it back in there, see what happens when I turn on the valve. Now I'm not going to dump all of the gas back in there, just in case. Can't see down through there, but just in case there's some debris that come out when we were draining it. Yeah, I'm going to rinse this out and dump it out. Run it through a filter and make sure that it's good and clean before we do anything. Anyway, put the gas cap on. We'll come around there to your side and see what the valve and the sediment bulb does. Yeah, hang on. Kind of pondering something tonight. Yeah, I am. At a dairy farm, if you could get a milk cow to laugh really, really, really hard, would milk come out of her nose? I'd like to see it if it did. Okay, let's see what happens here. We'll turn this on. There's the bulb filling full of gas. Well, I don't see any leaks so far on this side. Let's go around to the other side and see what's going on over there. No leaks around that little brass fitting. The true test will be when I put the key in the ignition, start cranking on it, because there may be an air pocket in there. Remember, the fuel line goes up and over the spark plug housing, the plug wire housing. It's that tube that the wires all run through from the distributor out to each individual plug. So let me go grab the key and we'll give her a whirl and see if she's still not leaking. Because if she isn't, I done good. Yeah. Okay, we give it a tad bit of throttle. Turn on the key. Push in on the clutch. Make sure it's out of gear. Give it a hair bit of choke. Let's see what happens. Yay! Now let's check for leaks. Well, that one's dry. That's dry. Other than some Permatex, yeah. So that's good on that end. And we're not leaking over here, so I guess we're good. So I'm all excited that we can use Stinky again. Yeah! Yeah! And I'm even more excited that I can reach under here and turn the fuel off so it won't dribble out of the carburetor. I am going to save this old sediment bulb. It's not actually old, it's a new one. But yeah, I'm going to hang on to it, and just on the freak chance I can find a wheel and a replacement screw to go on the valve handle, yeah, then we can put it back into service. That's going to wrap it up for today's little episode here to things going on at the farm. As always, I'd like to thank all of you new subscribers for joining up with the group. It means a lot to me and everybody else that has anything to do with the channel. Anyway, so thank you very much. And for those of you that haven't subscribed yet, it just takes a second. Right down over there, you hit that big red button. If you would, I'd appreciate it. And before I go, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to have for dinner tonight. Yeah, I'm going to have a Himalayan rabbit. It's all stewed up with all the good veggies and stuff. Yeah. So where do you find a Himalayan rabbit? In Idaho? Well, I found this one right here, not too far from the house. Yeah. Himalayan out in the road, dead. Oh, bad joke. Anyway, we'll catch up with you later. You all have a good one now. Bye-bye. Pondering a point. Pondering a point? I'm pondering. Damn bee. Well, turn. Oh, I'd better lose that. We don't want to do that. Let's turn that right there. Put that right there. Yeah. Well, I'd love to thank all of you new subscribers again, and for those, I would love to. Well, that's going to wrap it up for tonight.